quick update before the review. We actually want to start owner's review, reviewing your own car on our channel. So we actually need your help. And we want to make this global tour, but why don't we start from Korea first? I'll leave my email below here, so let me know a little bit about your car and also let me know your contact number if you're interested. Okay guys, now let's get back to the review. Hello, welcome to Asian Petrolhead. Today we have the all-new Genesis GV80 with 3.5 liter twin turbo. So we're going to show you how fast she is, how she attacks corner, and also how efficient this all-new Genesis GV80 is. So before we begin, if you love cars and car reviews, please do support us by subscribing to our channel and also hit the bell notification so you don't miss out in the future. Thank you guys, and let's get started. And before we do, let me just show you Genesis GV80 park itself. Right now it's searching for a spot. It's saying drive forward slowly below 20 kilometers per hour. Still searching for a spot. Let's see. It's finding a spot. Yes, it did. Let's just select this one. We can stay here or get out, but let's just get out and watch it do it, okay? Okay, we can either press forward or backward. Let's just press backward. And Genesis GV80 will do all the work for you. You see, it's also turning on the blinkers. Very gentle guy. Okay, now it's backing it up. Of course, it takes a little bit more time, you know. It's faster that you park yourself, but it's actually doing a very good job. It's not hitting any other car or, matter of fact, itself. So, let's see. It's doing a very good job. Slowly backing up again. As you can see, we have the dotted line for the rear sensor. Did it do it? Yeah, it's a little bit off, so I guess you know, Genesis has some homework to do, but overall it's doing a very, very good job. So let's get back to the review. Okay guys? And we also gave you in-depth review of this all-new Genesis GV80 with 3-liter inline diesel engine. So if you have not seen that video, please refer to the link above. So this Genesis GV80 is the first SUV from the Genesis. Well, to be exact, it's first rear-wheel driven SUV from the Genesis. And let me just show you the car from the side because I was really surprised to find that out. This Genesis GV80 actually has longer wheelbase even compared to Hyundai Palisade. It has about 2.1 inch longer wheelbase than Hyundai Palisade, and it's about 1.3 inch lower compared to Hyundai Palisade. A little bit worried about the headroom because of the sloping roofline. Let me just show you the second and third row seats myself then. Here in Korea, you can get this all-new Genesis GV80 with either 5 or 7 seats, and our tester came with 7 seats, which they also make it with 6 seats with captain chairs in the middle. That would make things a lot more roomier and more comfortable. And the second row seats came with this partially motorized, you know, seats, but I wish they would make it just as a manual because that's a lot faster. Now let me just show you the third row seats myself, okay? Our lavalier mic needs fixing a little bit, so I'm just gonna have to do it like this temporarily. And you guys all know I'm about 6'2", and you know, legroom is okay, but headroom is, because of the sloping roofline, headroom is very, very limited for me. But we have air vents for the second row passengers, cup holder, and some storage area. And there's a 12-volt charging, but oddly, there is no USB charging port back here. So let me just move to the second row seats, okay? So second row is much more roomy and also comfortable. Seats are very comfortable, and like I told you, we have partially motorized second row seats, so you can slide them like this, but reclining is actually motorized. It happens about this much. The pillow, we even have a pillow, so it's very comfortable. Seats are very comfortable, and this Genesis GV80 actually has something that Genesis G80 doesn't have, which is motorized sunshade for the side, which is I guess you can call it a fair trade, because this is an SUV, so this Genesis GV80 does not have sunshade, motorized sunshade for the rear, and you know, Genesis G80 has motorized sunshade for the rear. So, and the window, you have to press once for the sunshade, one more time for the window, and we also have double laminated windows for the second row passengers, so it should be very, very quiet. We're going to show you how quiet this Genesis GV80 is on the freeway or highway pretty soon. So, very nice. One more time. And there's also walk-in device for lazy people like me. And there's also air vents for the second row passengers. Some climate control, 3-stage heated and ventilation seats. Very nice. 2 fast USB charging ports. 1 220-volt charging. There's hump in the middle, but it's not so big, so it should be okay. We also have very lovely and luxurious feeling and looking leather and also wood trim on the side. And we also have dual roof on the top, and only the front one opens. From the side, I really love this 2-lined DRL that is also extended from the headlamp. Side mirrors are bolted below the waistline to give you better visibility. I also love this bold design, which is also extended from the headlamp, giving this SUV very, very nice stance. And the side character lines are also carried all the way to the end of this SUV, giving it very nice. And let's take a look at this 22-inch rims. Our testers wearing 265 40 by 22 inches on front and back. And why don't we check out the braking performance of all new Genesis GV80 with 3.5 liter twin turbo. It took Genesis GV80 3.5 liter twin turbo about 114 feet to a complete stop. Felt stable and also confident, but actually diesel did it better than this 3.5 liter twin turbo. Maybe because we have 22-inch rims on this car. Diesel had 20-inch rims, but felt very nice. Let me also show you the car from the front quickly. Genesis logo on the top. Love this 2 lines that is extended all the way up to the top. G-matrix pattern in the middle. There's also even grille shutter to make this SUV just a little bit more efficient. Radar sensor for the adaptive cruise control, and there's also even functional air curtains on each side. We also have quad headlamps. So let me just show you working in more detail. That is DRL, headlamp, high beam, turn signal, there's no fog lamp, and this is what horn sounds like. Okay, let me also show you the engine room. Here in Korea, you can get this all-new Genesis GV80 with 3 different engine choices. 2.5 liter turbo, 3.5 liter twin turbo, or 3 liter inline diesel engine. And our tester came with 3.5 liter twin turbo, making about 380 horsepower and 390 pound-feet of torque. Engine is mated to 8-speed automatic and power sent through all 4 wheels. Now let me show you how fast Genesis GV80 with 3.5 liter twin turbo can be. This all-new Genesis GV80 3.5 liter twin turbo took about 6.5 seconds to hit 60 miles per hour. Well, it's faster than the diesel, but not as fast I thought would be. But this 3.5 liter twin turbo feels a lot more responsive. Let me also show you the interior quickly. Just like Genesis G80, we have 12.3-inch 3-dimensional gauge cluster, and to the right we also have 14.5-inch infotainment screen, and on the bottom we also have lottery type Genesis control. I mean, once you get used to it, it's very easy to use, and you can also ride on the top like this. You know, I have a very bad handwriting, but yeah, it's doing a very good job. And we also have wireless charging pad up here. We also have auto hold electric parking and also 360 camera system. So we have pretty much everything down here. So why don't we go out to the road with all new Genesis GV80 with 3.5 liter twin turbo. So let's start with visibility. This all-new Genesis GV80 is also built upon an all-new platform. That is why we can find these little windows near the A-pillar, and side mirrors are bolted below the waistline to give you better visibility. And you know, this is an SUV, so really liking this sort of commanding view, looking down from the top. And we also have blind spot monitoring system and also alert system that will also help you during your lane changes. So it's very easy and pleasant to be driving this car. Right now we're in comfort mode. It feels very, very quiet. Nice. Okay, there are 4 drive modes and 3 terrain modes. Let's put the car into sports and drive. Wow. It's got some power. Wow. Is this an SUV? What did it build here? It's got some power. Wow. So this 3.5 liter twin turbo is actually replacing the old 3.3 liter twin turbo. It's making about 10 more horsepower and also 14 pound-feet more torque. And it feels very refined and also quiet when you're driving slow like this, but it's also turbocharged. That is why its peak torque starts as early as 1300 RPM. That's why you can really enjoy low-end torque from the bottom. Very lovely. You guys all know I'm not a big fan of the sound generator, so let me just let you hear it. This is with off. Right? And this is with high. So I mean, I like it with off. So guys, this is with off. So guys, do let me know what do you think about the sound generator, whether you like it in high or off. I like it with off, so let me know, okay? And just like 2.5 liter turbo that we showed you with the Genesis G80, this 3.5 liter turbo actually has dual injectors per cylinder, GDI and also MPI, so they can make more power while also staying efficient. So why don't we check out the efficiency of all new Genesis GV80 with 3.5 liter twin turbo. Genesis GV80 3.5 liter twin turbo returned about 18 miles per gallon in the city and 26 miles per gallon on the highway. So yes, it's not great, but I think it's pretty good for the size of this SUV, and hope to show you this Genesis GV80 with 2.5 liter turbo in the future. Okay, let's talk about transmission for a second. Our testers made it to 8-speed automatic with torque converters. We're also given paddle shifters, so let me just show you in action. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So it's not only shifting quickly but also smoothly, which is a great fit for this sort of luxury SUV. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. It even goes into this first gear, and it's also very smooth in first gear as well. Very nice. Wow, I'm impressed. And this Genesis GV80 also has something called previous suspension. The front camera actually reads the road ahead and changes the damping rates automatically for you. So let's just go over a speed bump together. Not really sure how much the system is working, but it's actually helping this Genesis GV80 go over speed bumps very nicely. Of course, if you go over it really hard, then it does not work, but most of the time it's helping this Genesis GV80 go over speed bumps a lot smoother, I think. Yeah. All right, let's check out the handling capability of this Genesis GV80. Diesel handled very nice too, so let's see how this 3.5 liter twin turbo take it very nicely, and it seems to be doing it better than the diesel. It just feels more live and more responsive. Wow. Wish there was illustration for this all-wheel drive system, but even the all-wheel drive system is working very hard to put this Genesis GV80 to the ground. I don't know what they did to this SUV. Right now we're driving on the highway with all new Genesis GV80. It feels very quiet because we have double laminated windows all around, and also feels very stable even on very, very high speeds. It's very nicely isolated too, so it feels very nice, and also have good brakes as well. And this Genesis GV80 will actually change the lanes for you. First, we need to turn on the adaptive cruise control and lane keep assist. And if there is no car, there's actually a car approaching. It says check surroundings, and he's also honking at me. So if there is no car around, it will actually change the lanes for you. But it's keep on asking, keep your hands on the steering wheel. So it's not as clever as a Tesla system, but I really hope Genesis does continue making progress on this sort of new technology so we can enjoy something even better in the future. And now I set the cruise control up to 100 kilometers per hour, but it's only going 90-ish because there's a camera detector right up here. So if we pass it, I don't know how it's legal, but it will get up to 100 kilometers per hour, which is what I have told it to. So yeah, it's a very nice system. And also the steering wheel, it's very stable system. I think Hyundai, Genesis, Kia, they all share the same thing, and they're making very, very reliable and good system. And after like 10 seconds, it's gonna say, keep your hands on the steering wheel. So, you know, always for your safety, always keep your hands on the steering wheel, okay? So this car would be very nice on long distance trips. You know, it's quiet, you know, plenty power, and also vibration free. So it should be great for your family vacations. Alright guys, now let's try the corner with Genesis GV80. Wow, adaptive suspension, all-wheel drive, ESC, and everything is making this car stick to the ground. Very impressive. Wow, nice. Alright guys, today we had a chance to test drive this all-new Genesis GV80 with 3.5 liter twin turbo. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll be back with more car reviews. So if you love cars and car reviews, please do support us by subscribing to our channel and also hit the bell notification so you don't miss out in the future. Thank you guys, see you soon and stay healthy. Bye bye. This is what the key fob looks like. You can lock the door, start the car, and you can move it forward and backward like this. And you can also move it forward. If there's somebody, I'll not run you over, so that's really nice. You can also shut off the car. This is the turn signal and backup lamp, and you know it's got dotted lines for the backup lamp. You know, it's Genesis, right? And we have a LED tail lamp, looking very nice. Two lined here as well. GV80, Genesis lettering, all-wheel drive, lovely looking dual exhaust on the bottom, the way I like it. Also LED for the license plate, and you know, you have to actually press that one to open the trunk. So if you have the third row seat, you know, trunk space is sort of limited, but you can also, for the second row seats and third row seats from here. So that's very convenient as well. We have some, let's see, on the bottom we also have, you know, cover for the trunk that fits right up there, right here, and you also have a fire extinguisher and fixer flat. Okay, so that's what it looks like. So if you would get this car with 5 seats, I think you would have, you know, bigger space on the bottom. So if I were you, I would get it with, you know, 5 seats so that everybody can be comfortable. All right, we also have voice command on this Genesis GV80. Let me just show you one thing.
네, 말씀해 주세요.
운전석 창문 올려줘.
운전석 창문을 닫을게요.
So I just told it to close the window and it's doing that for me. So, okay. We also have 18 Lexicon sound system. So let me just let you hear it. I really like this the sound. I think it sounds the best with classic.
아들이랑 아내 첫
확인하시는 겁니다.
You also have
으로도 보장 내용을 확인할 수 있다 이런 말씀이시군요.
QLS
그렇습니다. 이렇게 참여해 주시는 분들을 위해서 저만 또 우렁차게 제가 저한테
가격대에서 제일 많이 됐는가 통계도 좀.
아바.